thing with due consideration for the Kenya national interest. Our exit from Somalia, Madam Speaker, and let me make it very clear to the House, we went there to protect our national security interests. Our exit will again depend on the interests, the national security interests of our country. Post-ATMIS withdrawal or post-ATMIS exit is critical. That discussion is critical for Kenya Defense Forces, for the government of President William RUTO, that if we feel now we have enough troops at the border, both the Kenya Defense Forces and other security agents, our many sectors, including our intelligence, are working around the corner. But we will discuss, we will analyze the post-ATMIS drawdown and withdraw, having in mind the national security interest of our country. Madam Speaker, as I conclude, the Ministry of Defense assures this House that any decision made for KDF to exit from Somalia should be in the best interest of the Republic of Kenya in as far as our national security interest is concerned. Madam Speaker, that is what I have for this House. I am ready to engage the representative of the people in more other supplementary questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Cabinet Secretary, for that response. Honorable Senators, we have come to the conclusion of that official response, the formal response that has been done to Senate. We will now proceed on with the supplementary questions. And I'll first invite Senator Chute. Do you want to prosecute your two questions now, or do you want to prosecute one now and the second one after all the senators?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will ask my first question now and the other one at the last of this session. Madam Speaker, let me first of all thank the CS for a comprehensive answer and well thought of. And Madam Speaker, the CS said we are sharing border with Somalia. The two countries are sharing borders with Somalia. One is Kenya, the other one is Ethiopia. Madam Speaker, we don't have Ethiopian Defense Force or army inside Somalia because they were very clever. It is very expensive for a neighboring country to go into Somalia because the borders we are sharing, the border we are sharing, the communities who live there are same communities, relatives, friends. And I would want to ask the CS, because he also comes from the same community, isn't it a good advice for Kenya to withdraw? I'm not talking about ATMIS. I'm talking about our Kenyan Defense Forces. Isn't it prudent for our defense forces to be guarding our border rather than being in Somalia? Because being in Somalia is creating problems for us, Madam Speaker. And as we speak, Mogadishu today is safer than places like Northeastern, Mandera, Garissa, Wajir, even Tana River. Madam Speaker, what would the CS, what advice would the CS give to the executive, the president, in order to withdraw our defense forces from Somalia back into our border? Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Cabinet Secretary, you can respond to that question before we move to the next. Technical team, clerk.
To correct this notion that Garissa, Lamu, Tana River, compared to Mogadishu, Mogadishu is safe. That statement is not true. As I came to this house this morning, in the last 24 hours, the incidents that happened in Mogadishu. And I really want the senator to be factual and honest to the numbers he's giving. So Mogadishu, in fact, the other regions of Somalia, in a number of areas where we occupy, including Kismayu and the whole of the southern part, are more safer. Our border now is more safer than Mogadishu. Number two, I have given a breakdown. We are not in Somalia. It's not the Kenya Defense Forces. And it's not the instruction of the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, His Excellency President William RUTO, direction that our troops are in Somalia. Our troops are part and parcel of the Africa Union Transmission Force. I have given the drawdown beginning June of this year, and the last soldier will leave, including Ethiopia and Uganda and Burundi. But let me speak for KDF. Our 4,000 plus will leave on 31st of December 2024. The gradual withdrawal will start in July. So it's not me to advise. And I said it is a function of the AU and the UN Security Council. The case is different, like our troops serving in DRC, which are there as part of the East Africa Regional Force, and with a mandate. Now they have a mandate of 3 months, ending in December. If December that mandate is not extended, and we fulfill that